Today na the 20th day of July 2022. New money. We don't come back with them. Parliament say they need for summon the bank governor, Professor Kallon, Kallon. Make he go explain to them what thing they go on with this new money. But good thing we don't they pass now. But wait to fumble them. You don't ever see the coin? Salad. You don't ever see the coin? Eh? You say waiting? You don't see outside. If the bank not see, now you go see. I believe say he need for go explain in a parliament. Parliament say yes, they go around from radio station to TV station. But make you go explain to the lawmakers them. Like really seriously, waiting they go on. Not forget say, now 3 months we get, for play with that all money. Soon, according to the bank governor, according to waiting in Gazette, it go be obsolete, the whole money. Ask you people in as alone, I must don't play with this new money first. And this are the 3 weeks where the new money don't come out. Some of the things them way will be the point out now. Yeah? One, we know say na rain season. If the one they within a free tongue, they get issues with this particular new money. Well, again, the bank governor tell we say, he say what he make na 2 grain places, then they cry say money no di. Na free tongue and McKinney. He say free tongue and McKinney na the no more. He cry say money no di na bank. But wait so yeah. Let's talk small. Now that other part of Tripoli, not that okay, should I they talk so? That other part of Tripoli, now they think this. The bank governor say, people then they hoard even this new money. Not so he say, but Saturday we'll talk about this thing now. Not can make like so you don't understand. He said people and they where they hoard the new money. Then try for press and say, who done na them people yeah? He say he not sabi. He don't know them. But he not say people and they where they hoard money. Fair enough. He say if you go na you bank, they not give you money. They say they not get money. Take what you bank give you. As long as you bank able for establish say you get money in your account. Make you care and go to in your bank when a bank of Salon. Then go give you the money. What are they order the money? Yala you beat her back. Bank governor say people and they order the money. They say who that? He say not sabi them. He say but he no say people and they order the money. He say if you go na you bank say they not get money for pay you. As long as you bank able establish say you get that money in your account, can go to in your bank when a bank of Salon, then go pay you the money. Who that they owe the money? Alright. You left think and they. Who keep money? Eh? You say that? Not to be multi here. Not to be multi here. But you just go around that analogy day. Maybe you go able to know who that really they keep money in a salon. Where they coin them? They coin them dead on arrival. I remember the last time they talk about the coin them, why they pick out on the Ministry of Transport. Eh? Why they pick out the Ministry of Transport say, hey, what's it make una not do this because we get this coin? People and they say, eh, now for wait first, now small. Where they coin them? Eh? Where they? Okay. Raman Bangua, thank you for the stars. Where they coin them? Where they? Parliament are upset owner they invite the bank governor. You know what? I believe say the SLPP parliamentarian them na parliament. Oh, it's just this administration. If somebody ask legitimate question, they take and say, na oppose, na opposition, na oppose, na they oppose. Even we na a lot of times people they brand just because you ask question. Now padi trade. Now people sing say, we know they ask question, we just they dance. Now when you ask question, they say they oppose. Eh? We can go inside parliament just now. Let we hear the draw. What happened there? What's in do? Just for this new money. For say, money not in a bank. The bank governor be don't tell we say, when they launch this money, he say, the bank not forgive all money again. He said inside the way they deal with money, not forgive all money. Why are they still giving old money? They ask the bank governor, how much money you print? He say, according to historical pattern, the money when you print, it go there for over 5 years or for up to 5 years. Historical pattern. Van de Conne, thank you for the stars. Eh? Now so tell we. But you not tell we how much you print. Banks then they right now, where before you face, then they tell you, I send money today and should they talk so. The person will go pick the money. He gave a big lending and the 20 leons. So from when they go pick money, you know me top the 20 leons yet. Now then get 5. The 20 leons. Instead, now the 2 leons. Now they boku. The 2 leons. And the bank governor, you know tell person say, you know they talk true. You know they lie. They lie, but they tell and say, you know talk true. The bank governor tell we say, oh, where them one sweet in we, honeybee. Thank you for the stars, eh? Where them one sweet in we, then tell we say, where you change $100, you go able to put it inside your wallet, eh? Now here I talk say, me. Be they feel say they go print 50 leons and 100 leons. 50 leons note and 100 leons note. Yes, that one they will change $100, it go inside your wallet. Because if now the 100 leons note, now 14 paper that one, the law just say, If na 1,400 or 1.4 million, yeah? 1,400, then a 14 paper. Definitely go inside your wallet. If na the 50 loans, that's na 28 paper. Definitely it go inside your wallet. But my dear, what's it down as a loan? Boku, na the 1 loan, the 2 loan, and the 5 loan. And then they go in bundle. How that bundle let it go inside your wallet? Even the 20 loans, not they able to go inside your wallet. $100. When a 1,400 per all money, now 1,400,000. And then they go inside your wallet. So this one where they say it go reduce carrying. How it they reduce carrying? The more we they see where people and they play with the money, the more they know say, Papa Governor not talk true to we. He not talk true. It just tell like, imagine, it just tell like right now, yeah? You go change money, 1 million. Done, then go give you 1,000 loans note. Or then give you 2,000 loans note. Now, so if you it makes no difference in the volume of money we they carry. Because you pull the 3 zeros up, you pull on the money itself, now the same bundle of money you they work out with. Parliament, when I ask the bank governor, what are they talk so? Because una self, again, na politics back on a bring pan this thing. Una ask her, if be tell we say, we go get less volume of money for work out. But apparently, that is not true. Why they talk to Parliament, you say, waiting. Well, I shock you first, ba. Ataya. You remember that same Naya? Where they do about fake news? They will say that too. The bank government says say still they use the old money. But who they wait time? Who they wait time like the deadline car? Like say one do the deadline, we be say money no dey. Itself na part of the problem. And what he talked the other day, he saying that they listen to nobody. Moka, thank you for the stars. The bank governor say, they listen to nobody. He saying that they listen to the noise. Now so it tamam. He said from when take up office, they listen to the noise. As far as in concern, the denomination they work. Papa God. Papa bank governor, in your mind, it work, It work, not so in your mind. You say, people that are speaking up, now noise then they make. You say from when you take up office, they listen to the noise. As far as you concern, the denomination they work. Now you mind. Now you mind or now you aid or wherever. Now they think say they work. But in reality, sir, it is not. They work. You say waiting? Okay, I come back. I be they talk to Parliament just now. Okay. La come back to it and shock you it. That's what they say. Oh, something that happen at McKinney, not to McKinney, all man be the going on. Why can I can't talk see? Then come to where we did. The local council them, the police, they very active na social media. As something that happen, they tweet and they post. You say eh? I shock you. Salon police. Eh? They don't go open a Twitter page. Alpha Jallo, thank you for the stars. You say no, yeah? I say Salon police don't open a brand new Twitter page. Salon police, una thank you for the Twitter page una don't open. But wait till una not follow you. Una not follow share network. That's how we get. Eh? That's how we tell una. So una for be active na Twitter. Eh? Then una go open, then una not give follow we. If na that one day. If na that day no more. Eh? If na that day no more. Okay, la no go before. La left anaya. Una try follow we. Because now you can talk and say una for be active. And not for open the page una left amo. Not for open and left and they so. Una for be active. From where una open and today. Hakim Kaloko, thank you for the stars. From where una open and today. Now one game tweet una don't do day. When about 50-50. Say them pay courtesy call. Now no more. Alright. And I try. Eh? And I try. We no go say make una do certain thing. Una do then una pretend like say una no go be talker. Eh? Let me tell una for go open Twitter page. Eh? Now I don't open the Twitter page and I don't follow we. I follow share network. Because I don't go through the list. I don't see the one they follow. Una follow we. Love follow we safe. Eh? Just for the record. Okay. Now come back to Professor Kelfala Morana Kallon, bank governor. But this week parliament, eh? Eh, God. Fambulem. I can't wait. Exhibit waiting. To talk by. Eh? Okay. This na so it be happen na parliament. Through Radio Democracy 98.1. I beg, let we listen, yeah?
July 1 this year, after notice will come out from the bank governor in office, the country will begin use the new loans. From that time day to now, concern no dey come out from the public, but challenge for access this money. And this concern, now one way the chief whip na the main opposition APC party na parliament, Honorable Hassan Sisi, been bring as notice to the House of Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I quite remember when we were in the process of redenomination, we did draw the attention of our governor to the fact that we are not quite sure all the bases have been covered regarding our monetary policy. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the governor insisted that all that needs to be done has been done.
Honorable Hassan Sisi, if I remember right, now him be raise this issue back for make them be invite the bank governor. That's why saying they not discuss and the bank governor don't pull where the leader of government business say they rush him, then go discuss him, then go debate him before the Friday, so the money come out Friday, then be able for discuss him when the Tuesday. Then be debate him. So now it bring back to the House and the Speaker for say, well, now so the bank governor be tell you, say they don't dot all the I's them and they don't cross all the T's them. So everything was set for make all thing carry on. But that Sunday, I be blame the opposition because waiting them been called for now for say cancellation of the new money. Where I be called say, I think say, therefore they don't come with something where like that time, that deadline for push and other things them. Instead of go call for, say, for letting cancel last minute to game. We say no say that they not go be possible in Sierra Leone. But anyway, Honorable Asansi say they remind the House and the Speaker again. Now continue.
Now we are now experiencing something which we least expected. We still need to understand why we are experiencing shortage in the bank for cash.
Yes, money na the bank no dey. Not to for say, you sometimes you want to say, oh, now because of the honorable, na APC, na opposition, so then they try for oppose. No, even morning coffee, SLBC, that audio will play na on Saturday. You hear outside the reporters them, outside the journalists them, they tell the bank governor say they can't tell we, they can't report. Even me na ya. For say the money not the way you go ask for this, that you ask for 1,000, one are like 1 million, then they give you 500. One are like 500,000. Eh? So it is say what you can tell me now, wait to decision not correct. They go together. Why make money not in a bank? Yeah? You go to the ATM. Money, not the dispense, you know they come out the. Why? Alright. Let's continue.
At this point, Honorable Asansi say not be able to explain proper one again because of the interfere with other member of parliament them be they do the term, it be they talk.
Mr. Speaker, it is not controversial, Mr. Deputy Leader. No, it's affecting everybody. Let me make a case. Mr. Leader, please give me chance to let me state a case on this one. It's affecting all of us. Please, Mr. Deputy Leader. It's not controversial. Is it controversial?
Then they go back and forth. Na parliament. Listen, yeah? Listen them.
Mr. Speaker, point of order. I ask my leader on the other side to refrain because it's a controversial issue.
So, waiting Honorable Asansi say raise, then say a controversial issue. Controversial issue. Rita, I beg they are turn and down small with the F word. They are turn and down small, turn and down, dollar, Rita, dollar. Okay. Let's continue. I beg, dollar. Controversial issue. How? For say money not in a bank. Controversial issue. Okay. No be no. But let's continue.
Implementing monetary policy doesn't mean there's shortage.
So implementing monetary policy not mean to say money no dey. That's not the argument from the other side. Not so because we dey try for implement monetary policy, now it means say money no dey. But now that yes, part of that statement there is true. Because you hear wetin the bank governor say. You get for go to am. Then you get for when give you money. The next step, if you want that kind of money there, you get for explain how you spend that last one we give you. Yeah? Okay. So that one day, now in the other side they try for talk na say, not so because we they try for come with monetary policy. But again, we don't get two side people and go take 1 million. They give them 500,000. How is that monetary policy? We not talk about come money the person go for. and you want encourage person for say for trust the banking system. How person go trust the banking system, Panandi? Eh? Okay. Now listen them.
That monetary policy, we are well aware that we have been against it.
So now, the claim say the APC they against them. So now then they come up with any kind of story there. Even just on somebody in the comments, just not pay an attention. They can call names there back. Eh? So, all right, now they go.
The only thing you have not done, you have not rejected the money when you are paid.
It's so now they against them. But the only thing una not do it, una not refuse for take the money. What them pay una? Well, can't you waiting at the comeback on the other end?
So it's controversial issue. There is money. We have enough.
It is not controversial.
Mr. Speaker, it's controversial.
It is not controversial, Mr. Leader of Government
Let
Business.
him refrain.
So controversial issue you need for refrain from na parliament. Who they learn? So it say because then they come with monetary policy, now I make this a controversial issue. So you need for cut them off right there. Eh? Okay.
There is no money in the bank.
There is money.
As this argument be continued, the speaker be ask Honorable Hassan Sise for explaining personal experience where he go for go take money in the bank.
I sent a check to the bank to collect money for a capital project that I'm involved in. Mr. Speaker, the check came back to me to say I have exhausted my quota of money that I'm supposed to withdraw from the bank.
Okay. So this not the parliamentarian. Eh? Now the parliamentarian, no. Yeah? He say insane check. And they can't tell we just not almost not the money. Insane for go take money in a bank. Check. The person will go, then say, well, you don't exhaust in quota. But remember, individual na 30 million for week. 30 million for week individual. Eh? Corporates, well, then we don't help we about that corporate way for say na MDs they no mix. They can take as much as they want for take. Eh? Diplomats they no mix. Then self can take as much as they want for take. Eh? But listen now. 30 million, I just want to remind you. Now you for take per week. Now the bank governor tell we say the average salon person. Now, what they do with 30 million per week, the average salon person. Now yeah, I remind people and say, what if you they do building projects? But again, the bank governor, now let me tell you, oh no, now check for right check. Well, the parliamentarians say, he write check, Honorable Hassan say, now check he right. And get check. Because people say, oh, now the banking system, this and that. Well, he said, now check he right. I was not there. Eh? But now listen now, what is happening?
Mr. Speaker, can we know the name of the bank and let us see the check?
On the other side, they say they want to know the name of the bank and they want to see the check. We Honorable Hassan say the talk because what do they not believe her? From the onset, they don't tell and say, oh, because the APC they against the new money, now you make. Eh? Okay.
Commercial bank, I'll give you the date and time that I sent the check.
All the banks, all the banks.
Okay. Hassan, Honorable Hassan Sise, in say, na commercial bank. Somebody they be when I in the choke. All the banks, in the say money not in a bank, all the bank. Now listen them.
Mr. Speaker, I have here with me, I can show if you don't mind, a withdrawal from my account today. Commercial bank. I can say you don't have money in your account.
Yes, alone. Eh? From the SLPP side. Eh? From the SLPP side. Okay. He say in ki able show in withdraw na bank. He say from the APC side, he no get money na bank. He no get money na your account. He say honorable Asas he no get money na your account. Hey, okay. Let me listen there.
I've never issued a bounce check in my life.
Bam. Eh? Yeah. Money na in dey play na parliament so. Honorable Asas she say ever in life you know you should bounce check it. In a bounce. It's steady, me. Hey. Alright. You know no side the money there. Listen there.
Now, if it's about connectocracy, let me know.
It's not connectocracy. Check.
Okay. He said now, I can talk now, connected to the power grid. Eh? Hey. He said if na forget connection, go make you get money in a bank. Let know. On the other side, say no. What's because of no, I go talk so.
Over 10 million loans withdrawn.
Million loans.
Allow you.
It was 20 million
You
loans.
said there's no money in the bank.
You hear them?
You
It was 20 million loans.
Disclose the check to speaker.
800 billion missing.
That other person na the background, I didn't tell you. That other parliamentary, he na the problem. Yanda. We better establish the fact that say the money no loss, but the money no come back in a bank. The man say even if the money no return back na the bank, no mean say you know they circulate na street. But that parliamentarian, where they chuk yanda. Listen there.
As you hear from the undertone from one member of parliament, we say 800 billion new loans, the loss. But how to the statements be? Professor Kallon, now the bank governor, in our interview with Idu na the Salon Broadcasting Corporation, SLBC, the morning coffee program, we then do it on Friday, July 15 this year. Now this, the bank governor been say.
We launched the new currency in on the 1st. By the 12th, we realized that 800 billion new loans have been taken out of the banking system. We decided that the average salon person no need 30 million loans per week for spend. If a businessman will get to that, so we made a restriction that you cannot take more than 30,000 new loans, which will be equivalent to 30 million loans per week. Restrictions in other jurisdictions are even harsher. Where we do that, we remove all restrictions on checks, the amount of how much you can withdraw by check.
Yeah, not so. And Honorable Hassan say, na check is sin. He say na check is sin. But the bank governor say, they don't withdraw all restrictions per check. So, okay.
Not withdraw, pay by check. All we are saying is you get access to your money, but the amount of cash where you can get per week, we don't decide, say, we will restrict them. Then say once bitten, twice shy. When you have a situation where we were spending so much money, ordering money for like kind of this country, we did pay for charter cargo plane, for take the money from Sri Lanka, bring in a saloon. We calculate a loss. We got so desperate that the bank spent 68.5 million buying the same money from the people that we don't go order.
As the bank governor don't say 800 billion new loans the loss. The leader of government's business, na parliament, Honorable Martin Numa say this not true.
Another 30 million. Over 30 million we draw from the bank. We can give you the SMS. This is SMS, you cannot forge it. There is money.
You hear them, eh? The two opposite sides of them. From the SLPP side, say, in go show SMS for say in withdraw over 30 million loans. So, the bank governor say you not go able withdraw more than 30 million loans as an average person. This parliamentarian, okay, not an average person. Now in talk, he wait till they talk. Okay, wait till you hear him back. You can't say just on me. Listen, I'm back.
Over 30 million will come from the bank.
Yeah. Over 30 million withdrawn from the bank. What did the bank governor tell we say? He not tell we say, talk him back here.
Over 30 million will come from the bank.
Bank governor, come on. Yeah. He say over 30 million withdrawn from the bank. How? He say get the text. Economics. And look one person, I will show you now. So when then summon you in a parliament, you self get for query. Well, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you first. When they invite you in a parliament, I go before you reach the. They don't invite you first one. Let's see if they go directly. Let's see if they go directly first. But I don't see possible would withdraw over 30 million. That one will be say enough for happen. I don't see possible no. In self area. But let's continue.
We can give you the SMS. This is SMS. You cannot forge it. There is money. It did not missing. 800 million was overdrawn.
800 billion missing.
Yeah. That other parliamentarian way it ain't a chuk. You know, like when you get two parties and they make palaver. They get the other one in the talk. Hey, Papa God. Yeah. Side Jalo say, he says so if my salary is above 30 million per month, I go take they not go give me all, and then they give you all. And say the poor lamb. And say the poor lamb, and they give you all. You get for take small. Okay, let it go.
Not missing, but taken out of the banking system.
Order. Yeah. The speaker, we watch them. You able count how many times so that they say Mr. Speaker? You know, like when you did a Nosgi. I think that's the pre-primary Nosgi school. Now Nosgi school we call an Azalon. Not so. Like where all the picking and want the teacher in attention. Mr. Speaker. How many times they call Mr. Speaker? I believe say when the Speaker of Parliament can go na house, yes, he's still king the ring, Mr. Speaker. I bet say he can sit on a house, he can just the no more. Order. Pastor Cartel and say pa, not to the chamber you do, not to the well you do. Seriously. Pastor Cartel and say pa, no, not to the well you do. Because in the mind, you know, Mr. Speaker. Hey. Mr. Speaker, sit down. Order. They come to the naka. Pa, no. That is an house you day. Nobody not call you. Because the other king tormentor. Aye. I feel you pain, sir. I feel how. Seriously, Mr. Speaker. But be a no man, I picking in the wire, yeah?
Order. This argument inside the well make the leader for the main opposition APC party na parliament, Honorable Choyino Majubabi, ask the speaker na parliament for making use in office and bring the bank governor na parliament for explain to them about this new money in day one na the country.
Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Leader, the issues that deals with our economy is very, very important. The deputy leader has said that this is a controversial issue.
Okay. So, Honorable Chai Koko, then they talk so now. Eh? Now listen them. Until they say a controversial issue, now for discuss them.
Let us accept it for what it may be worth. But we are on record in requesting the presence of the bank governor to talk to members of parliament. Let us find time to do that. Let us find time. It's important because we've asked, we don't know how many notes we have printed.
Bam. Eh? Let us find time. Make them invite the bank governor. Make it kind of parliament. Let can talk to we. He say because we don't ask. I must not print. What's in the reply? According to historical pattern, what two prints go there for the next 5 years? Okay.
How many were in circulation? Let us get the bank governor. Let him don't keep going to the radio station. Let him talk to the people's representatives. He's talked about 800 billion. We are worried. We are worried. Let him come and explain to this house. We can take him to room number 1.
For go by your am. Bank governor. You know, man. A man you be, sir. And say then can tell you go na room number 1. And go by you dey. Huh? Is everything? Okay.
But he needs to talk to members of parliament. He should not run away from us. Please, Mr. Speaker.
The bank governor run away? He should not run away from the parliamentarians then. Not to forgo na radio and go and talk. Can't talk to the lawmakers. Hopefully. Typically, why they hope for something where you feel no, hopefully. When the bank governor go there, the opposite side go allow make them ask them the necessary questions. Hopefully. But I doubt.
The speaker, Honorable Chino Abbas Bundu, been support these statements.
I totally agree with what the leader of the opposition is saying, but that is beyond the boundaries of personal explanation, which is addressed by SO23. I think it is important, in light of all what we've been hearing over the air, the radio and other media, that this House deserves an explanation from the governor of the Bank of Sierra Leone as to what is happening.
Members in our parliament, they wait now for a from the bank governor for explain to them waiting not happy with the new loans money where the country don't begin use. For Radio Democracy, Princess Pierce the report.
We want to say thanks to Princess Pierce and Radio Democracy because now through them make me and you able for you read this. So the speaker self agree, say make the bank governor come explain to them. Please, SLPP parliamentarian them, when the bank governor reach there, wanna just allow make them ask and question. Make we all able to understand. Dear, honorable, uno say una kinkaya. 1, I make una ask about the coin. What's happen with the coin? 2, do ya that 3 months until we don't see right now how the game they play. So that 3 months where he put that goal post there, you need for shifter. You need for shifter. That 3 months there, well, again, anyway, because now until we say na Friton and McKinney, now then they complain. So sometimes I want to say they add to reach areas them, but sometimes they add to reach areas they all longer. They remote place them. The remote place them. Now I be don't answer that question they for say. I don't forget, I don't know who that ask say, well, if me salary na it is about Lord just say 50 million, 9 in the pay am. They will pay am down. They want go pull in 50 million. No. You know they pull them. One thing. Eh? You know they pull them one thing. Because now 30 million per week. Now you go able pull. And now the comment section. Not so yao. I see we don't go back with the names calling of stupid idiots. We know they take an aya. Well on a turn and down. Well on a turn and down. Or else will they begin block. Because I see we don't go back and forth to one another. They call each other's names. Not so ya. Eh? Okay. The governor say he not listen to the noise. So everything with other people in the talk to them na noise. Eh? Na noise. Say no they listen to noise. As far as thing concerned, the redenomination it woke. It woke to them. Parliament where he come on ask am for the coin. Let us out Alpha. Let we hear waiting in get for we. Welcome on board Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Thank you very much, Master Tripoli. I want to say a big good evening and good afternoon, good morning to all we listeners all over the world, you know. And because of Una, they make this platform they go before. So we want to tell Una plenty. Thank you. I get a few points for make Tripoli. You see, I can tell people them say, you know, they run economy or you know, they run government based on assumption, based on theories. You see, the introduction of the new loans, trust me, I mean, based on assumptions. And I will give the reason why I say that based on assumption. I they quote the governor back in one of the interview, I think na 98.1 or SLBC. They say because people and they odd the old loans. They say that one reason make it they introduce the new loans because when they introduce the new loans, people will bring the old loans. So the money they come on a do. That was purely theory. Now an assumption that one day. And theory of assumption not ever be said not to go. There is no way they get a proof of that because na an hypothesis in academic they will say an educational guess. Yeah. So what do we governor made think now that if you introduce new money, the hoarding will stop. But on the contrary, now we see so now. Another reason we governor me in the interview we make it say they introduce new money. He said the money be too big, the old loans be too big for they go inside. We wallet them. We I not feel say people let me don't ever complain as Sierra Leone say we money too big. That's the note of itself too big for go inside wallet them. I believe say most all be they use money that old loans they go inside wallet. Okay. So based on them two facts, then they way 9 we governor may present a come with these new loans. But unfortunately, see the amount of money we in the first interview, say that money, it said the money don't lost inside the system. It means it's nowhere to be found. Tripoli, it is but very, very clear. Banking system, not so like a way you do business in the streets. Where person go take money, they know that take money. So for let we govern hotel, we say the money don't lost inside the system. Then for me, I really need for question now. Because it must know the system, they show all that draw money, how much you draw, or that it's very, very transparent. But again, if we govern or come the public, the media, the social media, everywhere, it's we say this kind of money, 800 billion millions is missing in the system. I'm afraid they need to do some research in that system. Because trust me, if they do research, it will be very, very clear for no who that take the highest money as long as inside the bank they're not going to take an street to. It's inside the banking system. So if we govern or carry research believe you me, they go able for no who that draw this modern kind of money they are, even if not to one person, not to 2%. But I believe say there will be certain amount of people away to go a very junk amount, a very big amount of money. So then they go able for they know the one the way they hold the money. Yeah. Another thing I want for talk about AAA, you see, like I say again, it's not good for one government. It's not good for one MDAs, ministry, department, and agency based on assumption. So, well, I assume, say, if I do this, this will happen. If I do that, this they happen. No. At this point, they don't do low they get researchers them. They don't do low they get a pilot phase project them. You know, even when they introduce this money, I will remember where Dr. Aisatu Kakemi they say, therefore don't introduce them by phase. Let's say they introduce them first na free tongue. Let's see all the challenges the way they do, which is but very, very true. It's a project. You know, when you don't succeed in the pilot phases of the project, then you know say you don't address the challenges where the pilot phase gets. Trust me, when you go to the bigger aspect of the project, you're able to implement it well. But we're not seeing that we just get a one introduction of the money. That's now one. Number two, give we a limited time frame for make the old money vanish in use when at 3 months. You know, it's really challenging. Like what may they say, if people lay out where get money in their hand because of something they know they want to travel when you reach in the airport, then that 3 months is really short. And when you calculate 3 months, even not even near December itself. If you let's say the 3 months end inside December, you will say, okay, that will help people the way they travel, they're able to change the money there. But nothing like that. Yeah. So for me, like where the parliament say they will try for a call we governor, where for me, I think now another challenge that one day because it's not the first time they try for call them. They don't call a parliamentary person they threaten up before he respond to them. So it means they have to do something more than just an invite. Yeah. Because even when they introduce this money, say they launch this money, Parliament, in fact, now almost the last day Parliament be able for the talk on this money business. So if then now they want for a vital police go explain, give them. For me, it's a fail to the Parliament. We parliamentarians to be held responsible. Another point I want for say AAA now transparency in the economic system. Yeah, the big question is almost money them prints. That's number one. Number two, we not just go print this money. Every time you go print a huge amount of money, you have to pay. How much we pay for print this money. Another thing what we governors say, they say because the economy they want that kind of way, again for the charge a special flights, almost the special flights, transparency. Yeah. And when you look for me as a project expert or development expert, what you do, you know, they just sit down and give all the results. Then you compare and contrast. You look at the cost benefit analysis. If you want to introduce, let's say, an internet system into economy, let's say for make people able to use more of internet banking, then they will reduce the physical cash flow. You look that kind of expenses there and you look at this kind of expenses where we governor don't want to, which one is more effective? If you calculate almost we don't spend for print money, almost we don't print, almost we don't spend for fly and camera salon, and you look how much you go put for internet banking, where for make at least anybody will get account, you're able to use your internet banking, they're able to introduce debit card, credit card, all these things. When you look then it will bring more development system na Sierra Leone because that's a whole system you introduce. Comparing to go print new loans where na cash-driven economy. What if these new loans in the long run are able for like subsidize these old loans? So at the end of the day, you know what they happen with the return back to the old loans. And then what make we waste all the money for go print, for go resize and all these things. So sometimes it's good for carry out research. I think we governed on a professor, and I believe say it's good in carry out research. So now that's maybe if you say the governor for them engage in and look at the which one will benefit Sierra Leone more and which system. Because trust me, if we continue with this system, other governor will come back, he will say, Lord, will print more money, or Lord will change the money. But if we get a system where they like the internet banking we get with debit card them. Even if you want to go buy, you're able for use your debit card other than you begin count money, change money. Trust me, that system they will be sustainable other than we continue for the go print money or other government come and say, this money will not agree with them. We go change them back. So at the end of the day, you see what to make me tell why me they bring this point. Sierra Leone need a national development plan, not political development plan, not party development plan, but a national development with politics. Because all them here go inside, all them system here they inside. Because then development plan they need to create system where government they can use. Not to the government. If the government come out, there's all tendency let new governments come and change that system. So for me, I believe say the governor gets more for do because up till now, you see now almost a month now they go, we still see the old loans still they merge over the new loans. And if we continue to these 3 months done the old loans beaucoup in circulation more than the new loans, then I wonder if the 3 months where we governor give will be enough. So for me, that's me one for call the governor attention to. Let we look at other alternative. You see, they put your egg in one basket. Create more opportunities. Let people are able for test the system. We can do this internet system. Let's say for free tongue number force. They're able for introduce and make the bank then the open account. Not to pass you get money free. So when you get the money, they're able for send and they will give them debit card them or credit card. Not to pass you pay. It's free. Then they're going to charge you inside the system small. Once it's not expensive, then they law begin to introduce them by phase. If we see say it's successful in free talk, they send another district headquarters towns them able to get internet system we're very very strong. We get fiber optic cable na salon day. We not even for use 50% of our itself. But yet still, a day they will not enjoy them. So why will not they use the opportunity here for make sure say we able for create system where government in, government out, they run with the system. What to make abroad they go before? Now a system then gets, now system them. Whether politicians change or not change, you have nothing to change with the system. Instead, you modify the system the more. Now that means see now, even in bus, or subways, train, they go begin go count cash. Now the system they na card, bam, you don't pay, you don't go. It even make the system, the system they run fast. You go sit down, you go give big money for count change, give you this. We need for move forward. We need for develop. No, continue by this archaic system all the time. We professor get a lot for do because they're a professor. They get a lot for introduce. Not of just sit down and say, well, me, a better law bring new money than they go for make we get psychological value in we currency. Not just psychological value we want to, that will be sustainable system that will introduce to the young generation coming. Let them compete with this part of the world. So if person come out to Sierra Leone, Canada, America, at least they don't know what's in a debit card, they don't know what's in a credit card, they don't get an idea of how they use it. No, Canada, America, when they say debit card, they ask what's in name. So for me, that's how they say. The one last thing when we go end up with, the one the way the vuvuzela, way politicians they do certain things, unfortunate because even introducing these new loans, it not increase 1%. It not make any increase in our economy. The only thing we will make we get increase in our economy, for like we get increase in our GDP, that will improve or we add on we export citizen. What will the export? We get foreign currency inside the country. I think that's a main contribution to it.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Yes, friend. Welcome on board. Get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform. Thanks to all listeners and viewers, and thanks to the one that already support financially in one way or the other towards the program. And this issue, I believe, in a banking industry issue where the man will get problem for dealing with this industry. Yeah. And one of the main core in terms of economic growth, that monetary side, where you take monetary policy, now this bank, central bank, and we don't know, most people can talk about the duties. You get quite a lot. And one of the function, now you try for carry. So for print money and even change the money value and what you want to do. But it gets act we supposed for the follow. Then on one side of it. And then you dey get the if you look at the public view. And waiting you dey ask them back, is this having an effect for the economic growth in terms of the market? Because you talk of a market, you talk of commercial issues, you talk of the banks, and when the banks then they one of the other commercial banks, small one there, and they deal with commercial issue. So you're looking at all the things there, how the trading, how people then go able to trade up within it. Trading they now tell because now trading now they make things exist. Trading in different form, whether you go cash money for do business, whether you go cash and for go pay, and whether you cash and for do something where they invest. But you're talking of investment and money. But these are the main hats where they pump out all the areas of this money in the country. So the other sub one they now we call big side another commercial bank. Now they take and now begin the care and go now small banks, then corporate business. That now outside the system of the economy of the country if they work well. But the what thing would they see the challenges of what this bank governor they get is they get a challenge of how he will able for energize the economy. Because the economy not they perform. There is a big underperformance of this economy, quite big. It don't be lapsed from the time where it began introduced what they call quantitative easing. It not been talk and pronounce, but when you look at the time between when we don't talk of bribery here, printing money 2 times, and then there was another delay. He has to pay for them who bring this money from Sri Lanka in the end and able for Duam, Thomas De La Rue not be meet up. All these factors, he don't give them. And when you look at that quantitative easing, where you print money, they give, it be they print more money for circulate. And when you do a quantitative easing for print money, these are some of the effects them where it lead to. Especially when you know get the equation of that quantity theory of money. When you get quantity theory of money, where they circulate. And when you get a theory, now you work on where you go able to get an output for let you monetary supply go work. But they find out that the banking system, they get the act where they work on a salon, but it's not able, the biggest thing is not able to regulate some of these commercial banks. The method and act where they use, some of the commercial banks, they are not being overseen with their functions and what they do. So this is a broad-based challenge. The quantitative easing, as I've been saying, if they don't bring the money, they circulate. And when they do these things, the backlash, because one, the markets, you therefore make the investor them. A kind of a risk where most of the investors, the bank, the people who take that money, they out. Some of them will go for turn out for big money, now investors. So yeah, you find out that the stock market, it can affect that stock market day. Because when the person they go buy certain things, and you see the supply in demand, it change. But you see the money they go for go buy. And then you see the people in the supply. But when you see the circulation, you get where you reach, when they talk of the deposits and side and where you, if you been get a central bank now, the bonds them and other things, then they lost value. So, but it all comes down to how you're able for manage the GDP, where if you say you were able for find how you were able for put them in a frozen form in the central bank. Waiting at this frozen form where you put them for let you go become a bit dormant. Now where you they get bonds, you get treasury bonds, you get different bonds, corporate stuff. Then you they put them in terms for let it become liquefied. You go daily for let you go convert that later in case of some shock kind of the economy. But that method, they don't they pull them out. I don't even have bank policies where they buy the gold and put them and other things and they buy and put them. And then people they come back and they invest on and say you buy good. So all this chain work, you want to know how they work too strong in the central bank. Now for that, they bring all this strategy we don't can lead up and denomination. Because denomination on can now where there was a quantitative easing. And there has been a kind of a settlement. The investors and only begin to become the riskiness. The supply of the money, it don't become liquid and people they get private. So it becomes like a jigsaw beyond the sea. There was no control. There was an economic chaos. The only thing people are surviving. So, but when you look at the money and the amount of money within the economy now, like where you see supply this, and that supply day, if you work on for say what's at the pressure or the speed or the way the money they circulates, that one day if you put them together and then you check the general price level of the economy, well, there are things that you look at as a scale, because in the end, you look at the total index of that volume of transaction now where they happen between the man holding a market, where they buy that petrol and other things there. So you then watch all this chain work, you then watch that quantity when they circulate, and then you look at the speed of the money they circulate, who they put there, you look at the GDP, because that one they look at the equation of the exchange rates for the dollar, and that one they determine everything. So you look at all the one that you calculate and say, well, I look about what I will get out of this. If you're not able to get that equation between the quantity theory money and then you bring quantitative easing prior to denomination, and then things are done the day, then you're not able to get good regulatory policies where you will put inside your market, stock market system, or your interest rates, it change. Because by then, that's the way we put that money, where the quantitative is, the interest rate don't become different, because you're not when they get. So waiting on the solution you get on the side again for buffer this all. Now the one way in the talks in a national switch. So you don't bring quantitative, you don't bring denomination, but you want for strengthen up for let this go up straight, you see now get a national switch. But the national switch now, suppose for them come prior to all this, for let the people get used to that electronic system, banking and so on and so forth. So when you bring the system into the system now, it flow. But when they do illustrations them all the time, it bring them in the reverted form. Or when they cross what type of politics, put on a head, or go to the phone, cleaning this. These are the last resort if you don't do when you don't bring the system, because the system is going to operate on electronic something where you avoid certain things there. Now only people are now in the local market, maybe the money will move, but it depends on now. So you don't put all this structure, then you bring them. But when they put the money in this thing all day, whether man will get for still start up for go begin put money in a bank. Then from there now, I will get all the electronic circulation now. If I'm buying now from there, they take a pass and that. But you get for have the solid amount. You don't go just imagine the money say electronics, it goes straight away in a bank. You get for go really physically put the money in a bank or any market or your business capital. And then from there now, then they begin to operate on the so-called electronic system. So this is the chain work where you're not able to work out it. But in terms of the quantity theory where they go over, that one day they get wrong in terms of the solution where they try for brain camp, because we don't see how quantitative easing don't cause a lot of issue. Even we have na UK now in the chancellor over and put so they get problem with all over many places and how they manage the economy. But it comes down to how we're not able to look into your market system. We're not get the bank then get for they avoid them for let them try open people and get more accounts banking the SMEs you get for avoid that charge when they charge them. Like the nearest country will get just about 13 commercial banks in Gambia. Then we don't recently try for wipe out. They don't really recently try for wipe out the so-called this money and the deposit inside bank for the open bank account. So now like a free charge rate. So it's zero. But when you get all the things there, I see them they charge the person for can't put in your money for let go be safe, and then the person they get assurance the money go multiply interest rate, the different. So the interest rate already they don't charge you money where you see you don't go get. You therefore always say like this are the puts. And most times now two money you they pay the one way they say they pay and physically for open the bank, and then they go tell you say go in your bank where you look at the account, the day. So you see all this kind of thing, then they say well now for just deposit, then they get backward why for the always keep like your account say your money not for less than this amount where it is good. So you see all them marketing system and then the way they deal with the commercial banks and then the laws and where you get that problem they get where you see they get all these issues where we know they know inside the money they go, but we know say money is somewhere You know they circulate the way for circulate. They know they disburse ourselves for disbursal. All man go and put theory now in one. So it might be the dollar boys. Yes, it might be the so but everybody they can't take a chunk. This chunk is an I don't know who side don't go. But it's questionable. Let them try do forensic checks. There are many ways for do forensic checks, even though Ingo able still overcome it. But the forensic checks is then look what's in the new law talk about banking towards within and they overlook the banking system because they may get a cross check here, with them get an issue without for allow the money for let them go print them. So they get for look all these kind of things, reviewing them, where they go they know tomorrow again. Let's say they do that so-called law where they say gross misconduct for the electoral somebody, they go for they put laws there where they get for amend for say no, they give us in power too much, so tomorrow we lost control. But who knows get for expert who they do that. But if the man expert person or around here that's either jurisdiction where you talk about so the powers where you get that jurisdictive power in terms of restrictive way where you do things. So they say it mention law, it mention are able to do this. So but who knows again forget bylaws because we therefore look how in a banking system they function because in are the lender of last resort. For say we government tire, I didn't go length. Then we commercial bank then tire, I didn't go length. But let the economy get a real system where they go able for run them. And when they wait for the national shoot, then it go camera see how people and get for put them back. But these are all challenges where they cause all this issue. But we pray say the behavior of the man will able to make it go because the parliament I recently they want to come. In fact, that was the last thing we didn't discuss now before they scatter. Because they don't scatter the president, the speaker don't commence them for try and wait for let them bring out a parliament. Now the parliament close them, put them for Tuesday, it's gonna be Monday. But it's a very serious issue. We don't see how people in the background, people in the echo under, but they all will not know what's at the aim. So hope say the government will try look into this and try look again for future times how they will able to look into the banking system. If anything they for restructure. If they need for find ways, then they find ways. But it's a difficult thing for deal with a banking commercial guide where you put political and economic system together. That environment, if you not become balanced, there's always stagnation. Thank you. Let God help them try and move the economy go before. But things are not working well yet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're welcome, yes, sir.
I want to say thanks to Alpha and Usfriend for their own contribution today. The bank governor say, he said from the first day we they get the job, now that 10 day he be don't plan for change this money. Yes, I ain't talking. From the first day we get the job, he be don't plan for change the money. Well, don't know if na legacy himself one left. So, it changed them. Mohamed Conte, thank you for the stars. Let's open the phone line. So until you get something you want to add, let's make them quick. David Cisse say, no, sign out there we cash the common bank. We bank not able for tell. Say they not get record. Yeah? That is true. But now we back real and I make wait, let not talk me it. I'll see. One thing we I feel say politicians, people in authority, big boss them, then just feel to say because they get this idea for say, oh, people in a salon, they don't understand. Oh, people in a salon, oh, we get this illiterate. No. We'll go ask about the new money in the market. You see that woman, we tell we how much they married and with. You see we explain the money. You see, huh? But we get this idea for say, oh, people in a salon, they don't understand. So because they feel say we don't understand, all man they do your own. Masai, WhatsApp, the enforcer announced the salon line. Looking at the green section, the numbers then the scroll there. Yes, caller, you get 3 minutes.
Okay, Triple N, me?
Yes.
Okay, good evening. I said the bank governor, the money we change me to, we're not supposed to they condemn me, I know they against the money in change one. You know, ever talk say it add value from the day we talk say it change the money, it talk say now for reduce, for make them portable, make them easy. I know that's what makes rally and they always repeat the same.
Okay, saying that first, make it easy, high portable. Because this not portable, oh.
How do they talk to?
Now, triple, it's not portable.
The new money?
Yes.
Well,
If you change $100, that same bundle money where you they get, where you be the change and before, now the same bundle you they get back.
Oh, well, they don't make no sense.
Now the same. Okay, let's just explain small.
I understand. I know what you talk. It makes sense that you are right. Because myself, I've been wonder. I say why you not print the 50?
Exactly.
The 50 and the 100. Yes, you are right. Miss actually, because myself are possibly not too proud, but myself being a possibly do math now one of myself the areas there. You are right. I've been thinking about that actually. I say what you make enough print 50,000 and 100,000. That'll be for solve the problem. But why you go stop up on 20?
20 exactly.
And I be want this spider only for retire. And I be wonder why you not print one instead of 5. Why you go print 2 Leons? It don't make no sense. Now that means they confuse between the 2 Leon and the 20,000. Because if the US dollar will not get $2 a year. Do you not give the people any coins there? What's the rationale? Because if you give the people any coins there, it will help for the change. But all man they grumble say the coins are not out. You know. But anyway, thank you for that. You are right. That don't make no sense. I feel that. Well, I think to God. I wish that you should have been journalist. Then journalists and they don't sabi ask now the same question. Look like what this kind of smart question we ask. As sometimes if you be interview, if you don't ask them for the coin them, if you don't ask them about the 50, why not print 50 Leos and 100 Leos, and if you don't ask them back again, what you make almost money is spent for printing the money. But anyway, sincerely speaking, I like you are a very sincere journalist. The bank governor not talk say money missing. That is a lie. He didn't use. Yes, that I tell you a mistake. This time he didn't use the word missing. So I'm surprised why educated journalists in Australia, even this girl today, where you will repeat in statement at the end. Oh, the bank governor said the money missing. He didn't say that. Even after he insisted on listening to the man in quotation. When you're not journalists, you be very careful with you talk. Now that's make a like you want to elect where news can come first. You wait for stay a couple of days, till you get all the facts then before I make a work in list 70, I will take AAA because I know to you some people that can just jump, even AYV 98, they can just run with the news and then they make them get all the facts then together. You know, so actually the money, the panel this time a guarding word, say missing. But why journalists they misinterpret and they make the people they feel saying that the money then safer. And 1 to 2 for the last back again. Some people then carry their money for good changer. Not to say them in get accounts. So when they go change the money now, they're not going to go back. But just like what you say, that bank governor for retire, I don't understand salon economy. Also the corruption, they just like what you say, now the commercial banks there, now they the cartel, they just like how get the oil cartel. No matter what they do, if they not get somebody who understand that commercial bank in cartel, that go ever solve naturally. But if they keep money in a house, now make them house they can born. Oh, 10 million don't born, me 50 million don't born. We get for the encourage people they made they put money in a bank. Now that's made the interest rate high. If many people are not putting their money in the bank, then the interest rates will be high because when are plenty, they'll go for you now a little interest rate. Then even the government said, why didn't they still pay in cash like them one of our fund? Why didn't they tell the deposit to go pay account? Then now the money go circulate, but then say that they get the issue. Then when the government, the politician, and all the government employees there. Why you go collect cash? Thank you, Triple.
Thank you very much, caller.
You're welcome.
If you don't call we, no worry, we dey return your call. If you don't call we, don't worry, your call will be returned. Yeah. Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes.
Yes, Triple. Thank you for the Sure. Just one quick correction to the last caller. Yesterday, they get $2 bill. They get $2 bill in America. The contribution towards this governor, this bank governor, man. You don't see what they talk. I say this guy not food man. You go print money in Sri Lanka, right? Sri Lanka, they want that their own country. They know they print their own money in their own country. Why we for go print money and that? That let me not understand up till now. Okay, the company where we print money with, they agree for let we go print money and that, not a breach of contract. This, I don't really understand this bank governor, and me, I totally know that. I'm still confused. I think this guy is a complete fool, man. Therefore, we don't fire from way back. We don't say this from way back, but I tell them again, would they go back to the old Leone? Yeah. Will they go back to the old Leone? Because this new Leone, they work for the people there. You know for work, they work. Yeah. So we're not wasting our time, man. Then guy, I thief them can thief the people there. And then we'll continue for thief until we're smart, until we're wise up. Yeah. A complete thief man in the wire. Now that's what where African Express pull paper say the people there they go take money at the bank. What then they send? Who that they send? They will not know. If not first lady or whatever they send, they go take money in a bank. Then they take billions every day. Every day then they take billions. How the money not go missing at the bank? And then they know the bank governor know that they take the money. They know, they talk no more. You know that they take the money. They go don't invite us na parliament. Let go there. Let not run away. Let go na parliament. No go find out who say all the money I don't go. Yeah. That's it in the order they make na parliament. Let not make us no secret to one see, one area. Yeah, thief man there. I don't tell the thief man there. I don't like thief man there. I mean contribution anyway, bro.
Thank you very much, Mike.
All right.
Yes, Usman, 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, your contribution is the money wouldn't change. To me, what they was is to me good because just where you call on normal self. Good, a good way to adjust them. And the like we say, just not the same. No, it not be the same. And the first money will be maybe stop at 10,000. Now, not 10 million for be stop, but then don't go one step ahead. They don't make something like 20 millions. Mm-hmm. If you take the 20 millions you don't do now one, they give 1,000. One.
You say
so now that the 20 millions, they give for 1,000 at one. If you now 10 millions, you take now 2 bundles. The 20 millions now 1 bundle. So now that the difference they then go one step ahead.
But so that one bundle, let's just say, the one bundle,
yes.
Now like 1 million,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now the one
yes.
bundle. You can able put some
yes.
1 million, they still in your wallet.
No.
Exactly. When the bank governor be propagate this thing, it's always say you they able put on a wallet to change $100. It make an example.
No.
So they put on a wallet.
No, when you put bundle, any bundle self, you put on a wallet there. Even
no, but if then we go as far as 50 leons
yes.
and 100 leons, definitely yes. For be able to put on a wallet.
Yeah. If them go as far as 50, that they don't take like 5 steps. That may for be better, but just like I say, I don't know if you know the wallet you talk for, but it reduce small anyway. It reduce small. You not go because anybody if you wait in ourselves, if you get half bundle of dollar, if you go na wallet there it is straight. so if you na the wallet you want to let them know say something in a wallet. Like that if you go up to 50, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but the other side you don't take one step ahead, yes, but still not enough. Like I say no more. Yeah, but I mean, the change and changing money, good to me. It's good to me because even while they now not go shame for nobody say if I the browse but salon money. No, but before money be so bad, then some people don't understand say whether the money high or low, not to make the country whether poor or rich. No, some country that they rich, but the money still high. We get country all the money very high past we own country self, but then they still they still develop past we. That may not mean nothing, but not all understand that. Very few people understand that. So me then change that. So I'm glad for that and it's good. Yeah, I'm your contribution. That.
All right, thank you very much, Usman.
Welcome.
One of the main thing right now, the 20 loans not today in circulation. I want to make you ask somebody in a salon for the 20 loans. If you don't see them, you don't owe them. The 20 loans are rare for Siam in circulation. A rare for Siam in circulation. Mostly what you they see. Now 1 loan, 2 loan. Even the 5 loan not did that much so. 1 loan and 2 loan now you they see. So it still they make you work out with boku money. It still they make you work out boku money. Because the 1 loan like we get 1,000 loans notes. The 2 loan, now like you get 2,000 loans notes, you go change money, then you so to 2,000. Most of who go salary and give 2,000, you don't want to safe. You don't want to so now the same thing in the volume of money that you'll be walking around with, now the same thing. Now that they me they try for say. Yes, caller, you get 3 minutes. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, me and Mohammed I call from New York. The thing where me want try for say all this money business where they talk withdraw, no withdraw, print, no print. We go recalled one time we one of the fuller part them way be they try for explain exactly the economy in a salon. Money not in at the banks. The money they na people them, the houses them and then businesses them. But the reality na in they're not able to understand. Where the bank governor be the try for print this money, then be the calculate how much they come out inside the bank and how much they go inside the bank. But then forget say we get more money in the street, more than the money within at the banks. So if you see though you not calculate that, now you begin to see the amount of money where they come out inside the bank, you begin to surprise. Why would you surprise? And the other thing where I want to tell you, I know I may you worry yourself. Me believe say that your money where you say you get so where you hold now, probably you go able to go that money back inside the same for go change am salon. Because the pace at which we change the new loans from the old loans, it's very, very slow. It is fact. So if you begin to ration the money for people in this kind where it will take a very long time for me to able to bring the new loans to existence because people still get the old loans. They don't prove them to them. It gets 64 million, 68 million. People and the money just lost. And no side that money go. You know say that money is still in the country. So all them things are book theorism and practical or whatever they will call them. Sometimes in they work in a certain places them. You get for Sido may you learn, especially Africa economy, especially salon economy. The money still there in the street. I mean that no more I want to say. For men and Sido now, and the other last one where me want to say is, and where you look at, you listen to the arguments na the parliament and even at the forum, you see plenty people they don't quote themselves with political structure. All what you then think about is their own party, either the APC or the SLPP. People are not rational anymore. They not even know what it affects them. If somebody they talk about an economy where economy na where they touch everybody, you're not able to get that understanding. You not ask questions. I don't know again when you get for ask questions. I do not know when you will have to ask questions. So if you people and they say the bank governor they explain this, but not to this be 12 from the people they represent you. Why won't you say okay, Lord, we call them? The only thing and they tell you say, oh no, this is personal. And no, you not get for anybody where they against whatever this government they do, you know for ask question. When you ask question, it means you're not patriotic. It means you not get love for the country. It means whatever way then they do, you they against them. But it's not so. People and get their opinion them and sometimes listen to them. At the end of the day, maybe you will get sense out of her. So now me on take that. But the governor no able learn exactly the reality of the economy inside the country where it govern, where it be a governor. So I thank you very much again. I always appreciate what you do. May God bless you now all. I thank you all and the whole team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kallon. Okay. After this caller, we get one more. The phone line don't close. Yes, Umar from Minneapolis. You get 3 minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I know I've been just text you back about making correction from previous caller about the $2 stuff. Yes, of course they get $2 in the United States, but one of those where they just see no more. So me, what do me they think about this? Now look at the glass half full. We don't complain about money. They don't bring this money out. They don't do. Of course, they're not going to be able to reach to everybody, recommendation at this time here, but they don't do a little bit because what me they see in this particular stuff, is they probably limit these money printing here too because let's say they print more for other people and it will circulate more because inflation all it's based on that principle say too much money there outside there and the way they chase for few goods it is here. So that one way people don't get here like plenty now. If this man come back he can print plenty out here and the same inflation way you try for about now you get to back. You understand? So a lot think about say the glass half full. We'll not get to where we did yet, but when it come closer, then don't reduce the burden a little bit there. They to say like you give you recommendation to about the 50 and the 100 this time. In time to come, then we able. But the way me to see this, you look at the other side of the coin. Okay. Now if they begin circulate them big notes then people then neglect them old one then the talk say yes, so money, the cents do not even get value anymore. It is a say the 1 Leone, the 2 Leone do not get any value more because people they chase for them big notes. So we'll look and say, yes, then they decrease the circulation of those big notes then. For now we able get the small notes that they in use. People are able to say, okay, I don't use the 1 Leone, this, that. Of course the burden for carrying them is still there, but people are going to get used the small notes then back. Instead of where they bring the big notes and the people chase for the big notes, they're not going to want the small one anymore. You see? So we'll look at them that way. They not get to the point that we want for day, but they don't try. Now, few steps they're not. Like where the expert and they say Rome wasn't built in a day. Now, little step, baby step, them small for low get to USA with it. So I think now good modalities that they put on so. It's just care for take with small time no more for do. The other surprise again, they send Sri Lanka then go print this money, correct?
Yeah.
But either anybody Sri Lanka, what did they now? Well, you see, you want for a lazy self with countries that we really they do. Sri Lanka and one and they see what they don't do. They don't house the president, the minister, this and that, and they try for see who that. Because the inflation itself, it crazy past Leone yourself, maybe. It is so you get for associate yourself with countries that where we don't do this stuff, they know them, they do. But to go, I don't understand. Anyway, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity for saying me view them.
All right, thank you very much, Umar.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
So they go to one more Umar. Then we move. Phone line don't close. Yes, Umar from LA. 3 minutes, sir. Umar to another Umar.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. All right, you hear me? Oh, looks like I hear myself.
Okay, well, I'll end the call. You end with you, listen, then we'll do them back. Okay, let's try again. My say the again safe. So the again safe still or not?
No, we're good now.
Okay, carry on, sir. 3 minutes.
Oh, listen, I'm not going to talk. Hopefully not. Let Mike not begin talk say your time is up. But what do I go for say? To every Sierra Leoneans will be old enough. We some Bangura we governor. Until we go look for a grave, we go beg him in blood and heart again for the run after we. From where he died, well, from where Shaka Stephen Kallon, till today, we not get no sober bank governor. That man they been get Sierra Leone in interest, he been care about Sierra Leone, and he been no in job. For no reason, Shaka Stephen Kallon until we go look who's in grave day and ask for him forgiveness. We're not gonna forget no sober bank governor. That now one minute to go into what nitty gritty, whether the money then 1 million, 10 million. We're not get sober people. I don't go to the parliament. Why we not continue? I make a video comment. Why we continue for the going to for the visit then kindergarten here? Then why not kindergarten? From where we get democratic governments then in the past 10 or 20 years, when the sitting government don't ever send one of the young now parliament, that person they get scrutinized by parliament. When it don't ever happen. It don't ever happen, it not gonna ever happen. This guy go under tomorrow, just like what you say, or next tomorrow, whatever. Then they begin kiss this guy and foot from down the hill, down Tower Hill, take him up. Now there you go see the other. In fact, I'm not even compare them wire to kindergarten because some kindergarten they bring the super past the useless one I sit on that Usday. Because they're not going to even give we the audience for long we everything this man they say. If not lie, the lie, if they tell you anything will make sense, then go to Napen and they not table them. Then they not table them like say kindergarten self small. The way we grown man like the way they behave. So why we continue for the man where the company will be make salon passport. We been talk that rubbish or do that increase. Where they call them, not today go fit them. What they say they call them back. They call them back. How many people are waiting on call time in, time out for go talk before parliament? Where they go there? We need to see the behavior. We need to see how SLPP behave. We need to see them. APC said we do the same thing. So why we even eager for say parliament don't call? What's he to go do the chef? No need nothing for go there. He need to go do anything. The SLPPs of parliamentarian, they go for in fact, if we not take they go for care bubu go there that day. They go to dance bubu or dance battle or whatever music where they want play. They go to dance. Anytime the man talk, the man go say one word. He go read one sentence, then go dance for 5 minutes. Then he read another line, then dance for another 10 minutes. By the time where they say time is up, we don't know what he go talk there. We don't know what he not talk there. So why we even curious about a sitting government, one of the young gonna parliament? Because whether the parliament they get the vote or they not get the vote, it never make any sense because they all the good they will not hear anything. What would I hear brain a year dominion year? Nothing. Anytime when one of the young, now when not one of the young goody, then you see problem. Like Trado, they invite the mayor. You see how them be quiet, how them be go after the lady, poor lady, but wait tomorrow or whatever. Until this now one of the own, you go see the beatbox so good. What the mayor be calling he be hearing the beatbox. They act like say the lady they in a war with them. So why would they be curious about any sitting government where they call one of their own? Now rubbish. Because they're not going to do anything. They not box take commodity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omar. Man, our last caller for today. We dey wait for the day we the bank governor go explain himself in a parliament. It has been agreed. I don't know if this could be the first time we can call on one thing and go. But if we check historical pattern, it's in I say for when check historical pattern, the money we imprint it go last for 5 years. If we check historical pattern, then they call I want a goodie so. Then get for the go first before you the goodie. Eh? Okay. Salon money, they inside salon. Then they keep inside salon. No sign no they again know that they use salon money. They inside salon. Eh? And I don't know. This na me, oh. Yeah? This na me. I feel say not to keep then they keep the money. That's what me feel. I stand to be corrected by the learned professor. But he say from when you count new money, now you don't count a lot of economists them. Eh? Salon money outside Sierra Leone, enough value. No. Most business people that I know, now foreign exchange, then they keep in a salon, not to the salon money. Most of these politicians, now forex, then they keep. Money no dey na the banking system, no me say money no dey na streets. Like what my brother talk now just now, the full man me talk am. But that meeting he say, salon economy na street a day, not to bank a day, na streets. Na day. Because we are a cash-driven economy. Na street a day. People don't trust the banking system. And with all the laws where the bank governor they put now, I see the other day somebody they say, oh, me they incite people not for go put money in a bank. Now me they incite person. I tell you say, the bank governor they show you now you face say knock out money in a bank. Why don't I tell you? Because what did the bank governor say? The bank governor say, where you go put your money, where you take and where you want to go take back, even at the same week, you need to explain to them which you be go do that money. Then he goes, yeah, people they say, oh, this, we get options outside with this show. You where they talk. When last you put cash inside your wallet? Eh? When last you get so many cash inside your wallet? No. But where you go salon, wait. Not to bag you the tote. We're all forced to be backpack carriers. Yeah? Because waiting do. That's so it is. All right. We wait for the day. We go answer. They are parliament. We ask Camo for the coin them. Because somebody can catch me say he said a mistake by the coin there. Eh? Somebody can catch me say instead of let them put 5 cents per the coin, he said one per the coin and they write 500 cents. I don't know, I don't endorse and I suppose you can't tell me. He said, I make they see the coin them. They mistake. So then they left for me say, so they not give them specimen. Not to ya be the tower. So what the specimen? Eh? Not to ya be the tower. So one for see the specimen. That's the bank governor, he keep on. He say, no, they show nobody. And secret society to get for use. Okay. We dey wait. That day where the money come out, we be see coin the inside plastic. Oh. But what did they happen with the coin there? How much he print the coin there for? Eh? Okay. Now we go here. Big you. We go there back tomorrow. Yeah? We the man in a backpack who gets. La lefia. Say tomorrow, na so Tripoli go say tata.